Hi, my name's Kinwood, and I've not really got any YouTube videos up, so I've decided to do a voice thing, and decided to read one of my books that I wrote. So, here goes. The Human Before the Vampire. Chapter 1. Me. I ducked under the blanket as it hit round about 3. The sun was coming up. I hated the sun, it was always too bright and warm. I hated daytime too. I loved cold night times. I always waited until night time came, then I would surface. Bang bang. Jude it off, get out of bed. You have work to go to, Mum said. Just tell them I feel ill. He shouted. Can't, that's been 5 days, I've made excuses for you. Come on, Judy, get up, Mum pleaded. He pulled the blanket down a little and squinted at the light. I got up and wrapped my jacket round my head and went to the door and opened it. I don't want to go. I'll look for a nighttime job or something, I said, then shrugged. I waited. Oh, Judy, why can't you be like any other girl your age, Mum asked. I shrugged again. Can I close the door now, I asked. Okay, fine, Mum said. Then she walked away. I closed the door and went back to bed. My head was pounding. Soon fell asleep. The next time I opened my eyes, all I could see was black. I pushed the blankets off. It was night time. I went over to my computer, put on the internet and looked up jobs. Hotel maid, 1 maid needed. Club Bizarro, 1 bouncer needed. I clicked on Club Bizarro, checked the address. It was the perfect time for me, 9 PM to 12 AM. I checked the clock, 8:30 PM. I got changed, put my jacket on and stuffed my phone into my pocket. Mum, I'm going out, I shouted as I stood at the door. Mum came out the kitchen. Why, she asked. I found a job, I replied. Okay, don't be too long, Mum said. I nodded and went out the door. I walked up the path and sat down on my brand new motorbike. I stopped and tried to think where it put the key, then I remembered. I dug into my sleeve pocket, took out the key and started the engine. About an hour later I was there. I stopped and got off. I looked up at the sign. Chapter 2. New job. Club Bizarro. Weird sign, or in this case bizarre sign, I said out loud. I laughed at my own joke, then went inside. It was jam-packed. I pushed my way by people dancing and laughing. I finally got to the bar and asked where I could go to for the job. I looked over at the man. In fact, he was only a teenager, about the same age as me. He laughed. So you want to take the bouncer job, but you're a girl, he said. Are you sure that you... Sorry. Are you sure you're the manager's son? Because I'm not going to waste my time with some guy on a power trip, I asked. Yeah, I am. My name's Sam Isaac, he replied. As he got up from the oak desk he was sitting on. What kind of second name's Isaac? I sniggered. Well, what's your name? Sam asked. Judy Roth, I replied proudly. Judy Roth, he repeated, then burst out laughing. I got so angry I ended up punching him in the nose. Ow, he said. Oh, you deserved it, I said. But when I looked at him properly, his nose was bleeding. Oh my gosh, I said. I dug into my pocket and pulled out my lucky cloth. Here, I said, and handed it to him. Sorry, I shouldn't have hit you. My mum says I should go to anger management classes. Maybe she's right, I babbled. He finished cleaning up the blood, then threw the cloth in the empty bin. He looked at me and smiled. Why did you have a cloth with you? He asked. This is gonna sound funny, but it was my lucky cloth, I replied. Oh, Sam said. Hey, I'm just gonna leave now, okay? Then went out the door. I ran straight through the crowd and outside. I took out my bike key and was about to start the engine when Sam opened the door. Judy, he said. Yes? Do you still want that job? Because you can have it if you like, Sam replied. I turned round to face him. You serious, I asked. Of course, he replied. Thought about it. Okay. On one condition, we go for a cup of tea so I can apologise properly, I said. Are you asking me out on a date? He asked. Maybe, I replied. And I put my helmet on and sat on my bike. Started up the engine and was home within an hour. I went to my room and closed my door. A job and a day, not a job and a date. Not bad for one day, I said aloud. Okay. I sat on the bed, then stood up again. Started to feel bored. I opened my closed curtains and looked out. I loved night time. It was so quiet, almost like a different world. Sat back down, put on a DVD. The anime started with a vampire girl acting innocent to lure her victim. Chapter 3, Sam. I drove my bike to Club Bizarro and parked at the back entrance. When I stepped inside, Sam was waiting for me. How long have you been waiting there? I asked. About 2 seconds. I have a feeling you would be early, Sam replied. About that date, I don't feel like going out, so do you think we could have it in my office? Sam asked. Sure thing, the sun's up late, so that suits me just fine, I replied. When we went to the office, Sam asked what I took in my tea. I told him. He was away for 5 minutes and soon came back with 2 black cups. He handed me one and sat on the desk. I sat on a chair. What you said before about the sun, what did you mean? Sam asked. Well, I meant I don't like it. I hate the sun in daytime, I replied. I hate daytime too, Sam said. I looked up at him from my cup. Mum says that means I'm weird, I said. No, you're not. You're too cute to be weird, Sam disagreed. You're cute too, but then again, you're weird, so maybe that's why I like you, I said, getting a bit embarrassed. Sam tapped his space on the desk, so I sat beside him. I could feel my heart beating louder. He really was gorgeous. Listen, you're not weird. People just don't understand you, that's all, Sam said, grinning. I think I'm starting to understand you, Judy, he said. I gave him a smile, then drank the tea down quickly. I better get to work. The club opens soon, I said, sliding off the desk. I went to the door, then stopped. I just couldn't leave it at that. I walked back to Sam and gave him a hug. Then I went to the door and opened it. I stood in the... Oh, wait. Went to the door and opened it. I was right, sorry. Stood in the doorway. See you later, boss, I said. Then I shut the door, ran to my post just as the doors opened. The hours dragged by, nothing much happened. Guy came in with a knife in his back pocket of his jeans, which was clearly visible. I took it out of his pocket. He didn't even notice. Other than that, nothing. When the club shut up, I went back to the office. How was your day, Sam asked. Nothing much happened. I took this off a guy about our age, I replied. As I gave him the little knife, it was one where the blade went inside the handle and you take it out the side. Hey, it's a cool knife. Wish I could have it, I said. Sorry, we aren't allowed to keep the stuff. We have to return it and warn the guy not to bring it again, Sam replied. I shrugged my shoulders. Oh well, rules are rules, I said. Sam looked like he really wanted to let me keep it. It's okay, I said. I took the blade off him and put it on the desk. Your hands feel cold, are you okay? I asked. Fine, he replied. I took his hand. Are you sure you're okay? I asked, now more concerned. Told you I'm fine, he replied, then he grinned. Hey, why don't you keep me warm? He suggested. I looked at him. He was serious, so I moved forward and we kissed. And that's where I'm going to stop just before chapter 4. Because I am not very good at reading out loud. It's not something I really like doing much. And yeah, like I says, that was one of my books. I wrote it when I was much younger. I'm 22 now, so I think it was like 16, 17 when I wrote this, maybe. So then I don't really think I'm that good at writing books, so it didn't turn out well. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you liked it, leave a like and comment, and let me know if you want me to continue on, or just leave it and try something else. So anyway, bye, take care folks.